Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh Bahashem El Shai. A peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Lord willing, fall upon their houses. Hey, it's the brother Quanda Watt coming back at you with Lord's will and edifying lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai. Lord will it is edifying. Lord will it is straight to the point. Hey, but the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, is bringing forth that judgment, man. You know? Hey, right now, you gotta... over in India, really a lot of places all over the world, man, but there's mass floods going on. You got dozens and dozens of people in India because of the flooding, ultimately being put to death, man, drowning or whatever it may be, man. People are dying, right? Judgment from Yahweh Bashim El Shai is going out on mass scales. And now, as you see here, it says a drought dries up the Yangtze River. China loses hydropower, right? And we understand, that electricity is needed, for everyday things such as, water, being able to take a shower or getting water out the tap, or, being able to cook, and, not to mention, also there's you got a lot of people, in these these group homes or whatever you want to call them, in these hospitals and stuff like that ultimately need electricity to keep them going, man. A lot of that is about to shut off, man, meaning a lot of people are about to die, man. So we're about to see death in extremely large numbers, man. We understand that this is happening in China as of right now, which I'm not really going to go into the article too much, but as we see this happening in China right now, this is also happening in other places, man. You got Las Vegas. Here in America, Las Vegas is only about 30 days left of water, right? Slacky. And then you got the dam, I think it's called the Hoover Dam, right? The water levels are so low that if it drops another 40 feet, Arizona, and whoever, whatever state or whatever cities use the Hoover Dam, that hydropower that the Hoover Dam produces as to be able to power their cities or whatever it may be, and all that's going to go away, man. And then not only are you going to see mass death happening, in China, but you're going to have it happening here in America as well as other places, man. This is ultimately judgment from Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man, because of the wickedness of the people. Now, I'm ultimately going to get into it. I just only got a few precepts, ultimately lined up, man. However the Lord, wants it to come out, man. But it says right here, it says, no rain in a 70-day heat wave spur crop failures, power cuts, and dangerously low reservoirs across parts of China, right? So, hey, it's bad out there, man, It says a historic drought in the southwest of China is drying up rivers, intensifying forest fires, damaging crops, and severely curtailing electricity in a region highly dependent on hydropower, right, man? And again, this is Yahweh Bashim El Shai doing this, man. Matter of fact, let me grab a precept real quick. This is Psalms 107 and 33. One of the precepts that ultimately came to mind, going into the power of the Lord, right? Psalms 107 and 33 says, he turneth rivers into a wilderness and the water springs into dry ground. And this is what we see, man. We're seeing, the Lord drying everything up, man. And it's only going to get worse. This is not, this is ultimately just the beginning, right? Scriptures talk about how, seeing all these things come to pass, that these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Hey, we're not even in the, the peak of the bullshit, man. We're not even in the peak of it, man. And again, all because of the, just a hydroelectricity or hydropower is, is a very important piece of, a country's economy, man, to keep electricity going, right? To keep, people, alive, right? To keep, things going how they should, right? And without that, again, you're going to still see, people are going to go crazy. Death is about to hit you all-time highs, man, which we're going to come back to this, but I got this right here. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1, right? It says, this know also that in the last days, which we're in the last days, man. Really, we're like in the last few minutes of the last days, man, right? It says that in the last days, perilous times shall come, right? You go into that word perilous, it goes into injurious, right, and full of death, man. This is the times that we are in, man. Where you're going to, and I can reiterate this as much as possible. I can continue to beat a dead horse as much as possible. If the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai allows you to understand it, you'll understand it, right? But what you need to understand is that the times that we're in, you're going to see people dying left and right. People are going to be crying. People are going to be sorrowful because they're going to lose loved ones, right? That's going to drive them into a depressed state, right? That's also going to lead to, people committing suicides and this, that, and the third, right? So if the water short, the electricity, outages or power outages, whatever you want to call them, right, don't directly affect them, but affect their loved ones, hey, that's going to trickle on down, man. Eventually, it will affect, majority of the people, if not an extremely large portion of people, man. These are the times that we are living in, man. You can either accept it, or you can, act like this isn't happening, man. But I can tell you right now, you acting like it's not going to happen, or you acting like it's not happening, is going to be worse for you, right? Because you're going to ignore, right, what you need to do in order to prepare for the actual brutal times to come, man. Right? So let's go back, right? Let's go back. I'm going to read a little bit more, right? It says the Yangtze River, the third largest river in the world, has dropped to half its average water levels, right? Affecting shipping routes, limiting drinking water supplies, right? So, hey, there's going to be a dehydration, right? Thirst is going to set in, right? It says causing rolling blackouts, even exposing long submerged Buddhist statues, right? It says some 66 rivers across 34 countries in Chongqing were dried up as of last week, right? That's a lot, man. That's a lot of rivers, man. It says Reuters reported also last week the province of Sichuan, which gets more than 80% of its energy from hydropower, cut or limited electricity to thousands of factories in an effort to leave power for the people, right? And a lot of these factories, they produce, or manufacture, or not manufacture, but ultimately, what is the word I'm looking for, man? They're like food manufacturing plants and so on and so forth, man. You shutting them down, hey, that ultimately affects, these storehouses, man. Because they're putting out less and less food, meaning what? There's less and less food going out to your shelves, man. Hey, so all around, this is going to affect people in many different ways, man. And a lot of people, a lot of people are just going about their daily, as if nothing is happening, right? If whatever's going on across the seas isn't going to come and hit here in America, man. Hey, these are the same steps and the same things that's going on in China are happening here in America, man. There's heat waves, right? You had the mega drought. We're still in a mega drought, man. In the Southwest, right? You got Lake Mead, Lake Powell, the Hoover Dam, whatever river, supplies the Hoover Dam. I can't necessarily, name it off top. Hey, but all of those rivers are ultimately, their water levels are extremely dropping, man. So it's like, what are you people gonna do, man? When this hits home, because it will hit home, You people are ultimately screwed, man. You know, you people are ultimately screwed, man. You know, matter of fact, let me get a precept real quick. This is Second Esdras, and we just flowing in the spirit, man. This is Second Esdras, chapter 7. You know, we bring this precept out a lot, man. You know, because Second Esdras 7:16. Why hast thou not considered in thy mind the thing that is to come? Right, the tribulations, the troubles, the dangers that are to come. Says what? Rather than that which is present, right? Because you look at the mindset of the people, and most people are focused on dumb, redundant ass shit, man. You know, going and partying, or you know what I mean, trying to commit adultery or eating abominable food, doing abominable acts. Hey, people are worried about these things rather than to pay attention, and see what's going on, man. You ask people, hey, did you watch this, or did you pay attention to this? People will tell you, nah, because I don't like to, it's all negative, or it's fear mongering, or whatever it may be, man. Hey, but those things allow you to to get prepared for when it comes your way, man. You're not paying attention, what's going to happen? These things are going to come upon you unawares, man. Hey, those that are in the sheepfold, those that are in the faith, hey, we understand what's coming, man. We know that this is only beginning. It's only going to get worse than this, right? Worse than what we see currently right now, man. We understand that, man. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to get ready, man, spiritually, man, mentally, right? By taking heed to the words, right? To, going into the scriptures, Yahweh Shemel Shah ultimately tells us how to deal with these situations, man. The answer is to, to trust, believe, and to have faith in Yahweh Shai. That's the only answer. That's the best answer, man. Hey, but these people don't have Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. They don't have Yahweh Shemel Shai, nor are they going to, man. Scriptures talk about how these people, right, are going to have to know of death by death by pain, man. Whether it be through hunger, right, whether it be through thirst, right, dehydration, right, you getting heat stroke or whatever it may be, right? There's many different things that are going to befall you people, man. In the worst way, right? In the absolute worst way, man. And we're warning you, man. We're warning you of what's coming, but you people don't want to take heed, man. Let's go back, right? It says, Poyang Lake, the largest freshwater lake in China, is just a quarter of its normal size for this time of the year, right? And I don't really want to read the rest of this. I mean, y'all can ultimately, pull up, or look up the title of the article, and you can pull it up, man. If you have the Newsbreak app, you can ultimately look it up. You know what I mean? Just go to the search bar and type in, a piece of this title right here. China loses hydropower, and it'll pull it up, man. But yeah, man, and all these things that the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah is bringing forth, and they're for you people that are wicked as hell, man. This is why the judgment's coming out, man. Scourges for amendment, man. Let's go back to that Psalms, because again, this just proves, right? Psalms 107 and verse 34, right, is the point, right? I'll read verse 33 again. It says, he turneth rivers into a wilderness, and the water springs into a dry ground, right? A fruitful land into barrenness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein, right? So the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah is bringing these things, these troubles, these tribulations upon the world, right? For the wickedness of the people, man. For you wicked people, right? Let's prove that, right? Psalms, or Sirach, what is that, the 39th chapter? We'll start at verse 28, right? It says, verse 28 says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right, man? Meaning the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is the one that's ultimately having these things, come abroad, man. He's telling these angels to go and do his will, right? And they're doing it, they're doing it with perfection, man. They're doing it with straight perfection, man, to please Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Right? Verse 29 says, fire and hail, which you ultimately see. There's a few fires going on in the world right now, man. I know there's a fire. I think there's a fire in I might be wrong, man. A fire going on in California, I think. But there was a fire that's going on in Spain. Y'all can look that up. And you had even firefighters had to actually run away from that fire that's going on out there in Spain, because it's picking up speed. That wind is coming in, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is fueling that fire and allowing it to devour, man. Thousands of people upon thousands of people are evacuating from the homes. The homes are being destroyed. Everything that they love, they value, is being completely destroyed, right? Judgment from Yahweh Shem Shai says fire and hail and famine, right? We go to that word famine, it goes into a shortage of, right? A shortage of what? Shortage of food, shortage of water. And we see all these things happening, man, and a shortage of your water affects your crops, right? Which is ultimately affecting your food, right? So it's just a domino effect, man. The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai pushes one domino over, and what happens? A whole bunch of other dominoes fall down in place of it, man. It says, and death, all these were created for vengeance, right? Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, right? Teeth of wild beasts, man. Hey, brothers have been going in, lately about all these animals that have been attacking people, man. Sharks and lions and dogs and, all different types of animals are attacking humans, man. Attacking humans, right? Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction, man. So all these things that are taking place, right? All these different forms of judgment that are taking place in the earth right now are for the wicked, man. They're for the wicked because of their wickedness, because of their evil. Even though the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has sent his men out here to warn you people that if you don't stop doing and being wicked, and what's going to happen? These things are going to befall you. And you people continue to ignore, scoff, and mock the prophets of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai and continue to do what you're doing, man. Hey, but that's okay, man. Hey, your blood is off of our hands. We done warned you. We told you, man. Now what's going to happen? That death and that destruction is going to come to you, man. However the Lord deems, whatever form of judgment the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai deems, you to be succumb to, hey, you gonna succumb to it, man. In the worst way, right? We can't tell you no more, man. We can't tell you no more, man. All we can tell you to do is to repent, right? Hey, seek the Lord while he may be found, man. So that way you may be hid in the day of trouble, man. Matter of fact, I'll end it out right here. This is Luke 21. And I'll start at verse 34, man. Luke 21:34, it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that that day come upon you unawares, right? Because that's exactly what it's going to do. And all these troubles, right? All these destructions and Jacob's trouble and World War III and Yahweh Shai's coming are all going to come upon you unawares, man. Hey, because you're not paying attention. You're basically blinded by the cares of this life and all the wicked things that come with it, man. Right? Verse 35 says, for as a snare, meaning a trap, shall come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth, man. Hey, when a hunter goes to make a trap, hey, what does he do? He makes that, unrecognizable, right? He disguises it, right? So that way the prey doesn't see the trap. And that's what Yahweh Shem Shai is doing, man. He's ultimately hunting you people, man. You're the prey. Yahweh Shem Shai is the hunter, man. And that trap is these judgments, man. And you people don't see it coming, right? Until the last minute when you're in the trap and you're already fucked, right? Verse 36, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always. This is what we need to be doing, man. This is what you should be occupying your time doing, right? Paying attention to prophecy, being in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai as much as you can, man. And because the times that we're in, if the Lord Yahweh B'Shem El Shai is not dealing with you, right? And you're not staying in the spirit, well, guess what, man? Death to you, man. Death to you and your whole fucking family, right? Watch ye therefore and pray always, man. A prayer, it not only helps, but it also proves your faith to Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, man. You praying to him proves that you have faith in him, man. So if you're not praying, you ain't got no faith, man. That's just the bottom fucking line, man. And so we got to be paying attention. Scriptures say to walk circumspectly, right? Scriptures also say to pray without ceasing. This is what we should be doing naturally, man. Being in the faith, man. Right? It says that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, right? Because we need Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, and he's the only one that's going to get us through the times to come, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? It says, and to stand before the Son of Man. That's right, man. To stand before Yahweh Shai and to receive of that crown, man. And to be called that faithful servant, man. This is what we want, man. This is what we need, right? So with that, man, Lord will is edifying. Lord will, is a swift kick in the ass, man. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem El Shai B'Shem Rachak Wadash. A double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing this gospel and truth and its sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. A peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh B'Shem El Shai, Lord, live upon their houses. We'll say shalom until next time.